When planning to study abroad, apart from your statement of purpose, another very important document is your letter of recommendation, also called an LOR. An LOR is a letter written by someone, either your professor or supervisor, to recommend you for the graduate program. Now you would think that this letter is written by somebody else. So all I need to do is pick somebody who's willing to recommend me, and that's it. My job is done because they will do the hard work of writing it. But most of the time, it doesn't work like that. Your teachers or supervisors can be extremely busy. So what they do is ask you to write an LOR for them, after which they go through it, make some changes, and then submit it to the university. So how are you supposed to write your own letter of recommendation? Well, let's find out. I am Neha Agrawal. I'm the founder of WiseUp Communications, and in this video, we're going to learn how to write a letter of recommendation for yourself. Towards the end, I will also share some tips with you as to whom you should take your LORs from. So, let's begin. A letter of recommendation generally consists of 5 components: the greeting, introduction, body, conclusion, and the signature. Now for the rest of this video, I'm going to address you as the recommender, so listen very carefully. In the greeting section, you need to address whom you're writing the letter to. So you could write, Dear Admissions Committee, or Dear Admissions Officer, or to whom it may concern. Keep your greeting as formal as possible. Don't use informal terms like hi or hello. And don't even use terms like respected, because this is something that we only use in India and you won't even see it being used abroad. So the word dear as the greeting is the best way to move forward. Next comes the opening, and here you're supposed to explain the relationship between you, who's the recommender, and the candidate. Share with the admissions committee how long have you known the candidate. Say for example, how many subjects have you taught him, or which project have you supervised. You can also share a brief introduction about yourself along with the purpose of writing the letter. If you're a professor, you could open the letter by saying, I am Dr. A. Murli, Assistant Professor at IIT Hyderabad. Or if you're a supervisor working at a company, you could write, I am Mr. Ankit Tiwari, Corporate Sales Head at Hindustan Unilever Limited. When you incorporate these components, the opening of your letter will be complete. Next comes the body of your letter, and here you're supposed to draw an outline of the professional and personal qualifications of the candidate. First, you could talk about the academic strengths of the candidate. For example, their knowledge level on the subject that you taught, or their problem-solving ability on a project that they worked on, or their ability to work in a lab and even conduct research. It could be anything on which you have closely observed the candidate. Next, you should also share the soft skills that the candidate possesses. For example, good communication skills that you observed during a presentation, or their teamwork skills that they displayed while working on a project. Or it could be leadership skills, initiative-taking ability, and even his confidence. Whatever qualities you share here, make sure you back it up with an example, because this makes your recommendation strong and believable to the admissions committee. Additionally, if you feel that there is some quality which is very unique to the candidate, or anything that makes that candidate stand out from his peers, make sure you share that here as well. The body of your letter is the most important part of your recommendation, so make sure you write it in a concise and coherent way. Finally comes the conclusion, and here you should summarize the key strengths of the candidate. Reiterate the important skills and abilities which you've discussed earlier in the body of the letter. If you know about the university and program to which they are applying to, you can also comment on how you feel the candidate will be a good fit for the program. Finally, state clearly that you are recommending them to the program. You could write, Aditya would be a tremendous asset to your program, and I recommend him to you without reservation. In this way, you can end your letter of recommendation on a positive note. Last but not the least is the signature. And here you should include all the information of the recommender in case the admissions committee wants to get in touch with them. So you start with the full name, the designation, the university or company name, and their contact information like the email or phone number. And with this, we come to the ending of your letter of recommendation. And now for my wise tip. Try and take your letter of recommendation from professors and supervisors who know you well and have worked with you closely, either on a project or an assignment. That way, they will be able to comment much better on your academic ability and personality, rather than someone who's the head of department and just knows you by name. Taking your LORs from the right people will improve the quality of your application and boost your chances of getting in your desired university. So guys, that's all I wanted to share with you today. Hope this video gave you an overview of how you're supposed to write your own LORs. Now, if you wish to learn how to write your LOR properly and also receive examples which got the students into some of the best universities, you can join me for my study abroad workshop. The link is given in the description. And now, thank you so much for watching this video and I wish you all the very best for your career ahead.